Good day, everyone. It's November 2nd. Surprisingly, we're riding here in Edmonton. It's probably the last day we're going to get. But got to make the most of it. Today I want to talk about this pandemic and mainly the censorship of information. Uh-oh. There's so much information out there that's being censored. When this pandemic first started, oh my god, so much traffic, I can't even talk. Yeah, so when the pandemic first started, things were just starting to be revealed. Started to report cases, and you're like, okay, this could be something serious. So they did the whole social distance, sanitization. 2 weeks, everything will be good. And then they said it's not getting better. More and more cases. Flatten the curve. And then he started reporting the deaths, the death toll because of coronavirus. Then this lady comes on TV, and I cannot recall the name of her for the life of me, who said that all the deaths are not COVID deaths, but COVID related deaths, which means that people died not because of coronavirus, but because of something else, but they had coronavirus tested positive. And I just seen another report on CDC, about the CDC and their report. I seen it on Facebook. If I can find it, I'll put a link to it in the bottom, and I'll mention it on the screen too. In their report, they said only 6% of the reported deaths are from COVID alone. So you can't trust the numbers. And on one side of the scale, if you want to look at it, one side of the scale is mainstream media, and on the way on the other side of the scale, you'd have someone like Alex Jones, who's likely one of the biggest conspiracy theorists of them all. Now, as colorful and entertaining as he is, most of the things that come out of his mouth are outrageous. But I can't say that mainstream media is truthful. And I just want to get the truth.
You can't handle the truth!
So now if CDC is coming out saying that only 6% is actually, deaths are actually because of COVID, but the mainstream media is not doing the same numbers, it's starting to become a big hoax. Now, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but if the mainstream media cannot report the same numbers as the CDC or even other mainstream medias, then nothing is accurate. And that's just things that I've seen or noticed or been published. But what's getting to me is the amount of information that's being censored. All because it doesn't match the agenda, or the agenda that's supposed to be told to us. So, do I think there's a problem? Do I think there's corona? Yes. Is it as severe as what it's made out to be? I don't think so. It's mainly the censorship stuff that's really bothering me. Now, some information out there should be censored, but don't. It just bugs me that they cover stuff up because they just don't want us to think. They just don't want us to hear something else and let us make our own decision. And now the mask mandate. A lot of places have some mask mandates. More places are more severe than others. But I'll just speak for this area. Edmonton brought out a mandatory mask bylaw in August, I believe. All indoor spaces, all public spaces, on buses, airports, all that stuff. Now they have exemptions. There's a list of exemptions there. Probably common among a bunch of places. If you're incapable of wearing a mask, you can't put it on yourself, a certain age group. If you have medical exemptions, like if basically the common stuff. Anyway, so they have those exemptions in place, and even for a while they were giving exemption cards. Now some of the businesses here don't care. They're making up their own policies. They don't care about exemptions. I've even seen Facebook pages that have blacklist, waitlist. So if you don't accommodate to people with exemptions, got your own rules, they'll blacklist you. But that's a different story altogether. We're going back to information and lack thereof. Blocking information, concealing stuff. So based on that, Edmonton's mandatory mask bylaw, you can go to the website and it'll give you all this information on the bylaw, the rules, the exemptions. They even give you COVID information. But nowhere on that website does it give you information about prolonged mask use. Even drug companies, mostly in the States too, even drug companies, when they try to sell you a drug and they have commercials, they will say on the commercials all the negative effects possible that drug, side effects that drug would have. Yeah, so they'll tell you what to do and wear a mask and do this, but they don't want you to have a choice. They don't want you to know the negative side effects. And if you go to look for that, you got to look sometimes really hard to find that information out. It should be presented to you. You should know that stuff. They're asking you to do something and cover up. They should tell you the warnings. They should warn you what could be bad about it. But they won't, because the agenda is wear a mask, that's it. Now I've seen back to the conspiracy theorists and stuff. You see all these, I've seen videos on how, okay, it's going to start with the mask and now it's going to be a mandatory vaccination. All trying to get control. I've seen videos about New World Order. I even seen videos saying that this whole pandemic will end depending on which president gets elected in the United States. So there's a lot of stuff out there. Believe what you want to believe, but I think the smart individuals of this world will know what's going on. So please comment below. Let me know what you think, how you feel about this, everything that's going on. Speak freely. Comment whether you believe one side with the mainstream media, if you're more veering towards some of the conspiracy theorists, and it's only a conspiracy theorist if they're wrong, right? I guess. I don't believe a lot of what I hear. I do believe some of what I hear. So let me know. So please speak freely. If I'll comment to everyone. If I happen to see someone else put something there that is insulting or rude, I'll remove it. I just want people to comment and tell me your opinion, because it's just an opinion. No one knows the truth, right? If you want to put down how you feel about something, put it down. I can't tell you you're wrong because I don't know the truth. Neither can anyone else. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one.